Election violence, pre-election threats on human lives, election now do or die affair. How did we get here, Nigerians? Let's have this discussion already. The campaigns have been on for a while. All presidential candidates are now doing their best to get Nigerians on their own side in any way possible, be it negative or positive. Some heavy allegations have been made around election violence as regards the 2023 general elections. Take a look at this video. Watch.
I'm specific about Mr. Shetima and the records of Bola Tinubu through elections in Lagos State. That's what I'm telling you. Okay? You saw what happened also in Osun State when, after the governorship election, supporters of the APC went and burned shops for traders they suspected voted for Jackson. Now, we think this is dangerous. The Abiros who are being raised in Lagos, what are they being raised for? So we need to start now to make sure elections are peaceful, because that's the only thing that threatens the election. If we see violence, we already have been seeing on television, on social media, some people threatening that if anybody comes out, they will kill in Borno State. I think what the police should have done is whoever made those videos, because they didn't hide their face, have them invited. And as you caution them, other people will know that visiting violence on peaceful agitators in politics is against the law.
That was Catch Ononuju, the special advisor to the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, on public affairs. He is alleging that the All Progressive Congress, APC, have always ensured violence in our elections, and he did cite some good examples. Again, he raised a very disturbing question. He asked, the Aberos being raised in Lagos State, what are they for? Maybe the next video I'm about to play will explain that question better. Watch.
If any one of you, I swear in the name of God Almighty Allah, goes against my will that Ambode, inshallah, will be the next governor of Lagos State, the person is going to die inside this place. I'm not ready to beg, appeal to anybody, and that's why I and the governor said, that is your own. Even the two of them, they cannot disobey me. But nobody knew how I picked somebody. Jimmy is my blood relation, and I told him in a plain language, he can never be governor in Lagos for now. People belongs to God. I'm not begging anybody to go, but you must not. I repeat, what you people cannot do in Onitsha, what you cannot do in Aba or anywhere. If you do what I want, Lagos will continue to be prosperous for you. If you go against this, you will perish in the water. Finish.
In that video is the Oba of Lagos, Riwan Akiolu, 7 years ago, threatening the Igbos in Lagos State with death if they do not vote for his anointed candidate, Akinwumi Ambode. It's surprising that the law did not catch up with this royal father. The only explanation to this is that if you are highly placed in the society, you are more or less above the law. To further prove that the APC government have always fomented violence to protect their interests, hear what Mr. Ononuju said again. Watch.
Labour Party supporters are vehement, emotional crusaders. Now, these are supporters that were on the street before Mr. Obi was now appointed to provide a face for their struggles. These are not normal politicians. These are Nigerian youths. And Nigerian youths are not known to be violent. When they were protesting 2 years ago, when this proper revolution took shape, the government tried to violently suppress them. But the government was not able to. And so you've now seen those people who have been used to being suppressed violently by the APC government. They have never reacted. They have never shown their own violence. These are the same youths we're talking about.
Well, was that really APC government or miscreants?
It was the APC government that shot at youths. It is the government. If the army and the police are under you and they use little force on peaceful marching civilians, the government bears the brunt. The government bears the blame. It is the APC government that has not been able to control trigger-happy people. And what we're saying is the same youths that are now leading the organic movement for the Labour Party are the same ones that the government have been very used to suppressing violently.
That was him making reference to the NSAS protest of 2020. The takeaway from what he said is that the police, the military, and the other security agencies cannot order themselves. Of course, there is a commander-in-chief. They can't order themselves around just like that. And the government will claim not to be aware. Is that even possible? Of course, the APC will defend themselves. Hear what Oluwaseun Falaye, a member of the APC, said in this regard. Watch.
Historically, Lagos has been the bastion of free and fair election without violence. Lagos is where all the states look up to as to the conduct of elections and, electoral stakeholders. So Ashwaju has been at the forefront of campaigning for peaceful elections, and I really don't see where he's getting his idea from. Like we said, whilst we can trade blames as to how and why this has happened, I think it's important that we focus on the issues and we begin to talk on our plans for Nigerians, basically, rather than trading blames on what is happening and what is not happening.
You heard right. He said that Lagos State, which seems to be the focal point in this discussion, has always experienced violence-free elections. And that has always been what the presidential candidate of their party, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stand for. If Lagos State has always experienced free and fair elections, why did a royal father in that state threaten a set of people living in that same state with death? Like Mr. Ononuju asked, what are the army rules being raised in Lagos State for? Finally, the video coming next is for all Nigerian youths. It's time to wisen up. Watch this video.
Look, all right, come. Listen, you're all very young men, all of you. I look at your faces and I see intelligent people. I see people with a future, but you have voluntarily decided to abandon that future in pursuit of a worthless life of violence. Why? You mean you destroy, you benefit nothing in the process. Why must you all destroy your future? I'm asking you, why? Now look at you. You are my son's age, no doubt. I sent my son to one of the finest universities in America. I will allow nobody to use my son to promote violence as it will have been used. No, I will not do that. Let me advise you. Liberate yourselves today from these shackles of violent bondage and try to chart a future for yourselves in your own interest and the interest of posterity. Think about it.
Chief, how do you mean?
When next a politician contracts you to go and maim or destroy somebody, ask him to send his own son and see how he reacts to it.
That video says it all. If you still want to go this route, good luck to you. This is the time to get Nigeria working again. Be part of this movement. Make sure you vote in 2023. Of course, I will see you again.
Please subscribe to this news channel. Let me be your news blog, and I'll keep you updated.